Hello, my name is John Edwards. I'm a Lake of the Woods resident. And during the past year, I've been asked to provide some advice for automation. And so today I put together a quick video that would provide some of my recommendations for your consideration. The goals of automation are basically threefold: to reduce the cost of operations, improve service delivery and management, and improve quality of life for all our members. As the Board of Directors and management consider my recommendations, you should have an eye towards those objectives. Agenda for today is to basically outline the problem, discuss some possibilities, provide some recommendations, and a course of action. Well, essentially the problem is that there is a lack of automation vision and priorities. What I mean by that is what does the end state look like? How can we use automation? What is our approach? What are our priorities? What are the first, second, third, fourth, fifth things that we're going to work on? Secondly, automation governance. Who makes the decision? Is this the responsibility of the general manager? Is it the responsibility of the board of directors? Is it the responsibility of committees? Well, if you ask the committees, if you ask the board of directors, and if you ask the management, I think all three would agree that they are the end-all decision maker. And because everybody thinks that they make the decisions on it, no one makes the decisions, so nothing gets done. Thirdly, automation resources. There are a lot of resources available in the community that would be willing to work on this type of activity to improve things, but because there's really no place or no organization or no draw towards it, it goes undone. Without the vision and priorities, without the governance, it's going to be very difficult to attract and retain the resources to do this in a volunteer fashion. So the possibilities. I'd like to very quickly take you to the current Lake of the Woods website. As you can see, it's what we call a static website. There is no user login. There is no security. Email notifications have been added recently, but again, the email notifications collects various bits of information about the residents, and it does so and it's in a way that's not secure, it's sort of a temporary workaround, I think, to provide notifications and allow members to access the site. But anyone can sign up for those, and it's widely open to the public. What I'm going to propose is basically, many of you have heard this before, implement identity management capabilities. Very quickly, what that means is the website would be redesigned, and it would be split into two pieces. The first piece would be the public website, which is much like what you have today, but it would be tailored toward external people, and then a members-only site where you would log in, possibly with an access number, user ID, and password to a member's site. Under this structure, the access number would be probably the lot number and section number, or section lot number combination, and that would be unique to each household. And then the user IDs would be email addresses, so that you could have several accounts within one household, such as if you had a guest that was coming to take the test, it could be associated with a household through the access number, and all they would have to do to register is put in their email address and password, and they would be able to take the Lake Users Test. So to discuss these sections, so for example, if they were divided that way and you had a user login, the public site could become more focused on external pieces such as real estate, welcoming new members to the community, providing information to guests and visitors at Lake of the Woods. This would also provide an opportunity for paid sponsorships, allow realtors to offer their services for a fee on the website, and advertising. The internal site, which could be accessed by login, would then allow our membership to have access to services such as making reservations at the clubhouse, having guest registration online for visitors coming through the main gate, boat safety examinations, making payments online, community event calendars, club information, access to or paying for amenities, and various governance activities, so on and so forth. Basically limited only by the imagination. Possibilities, I'd like to give you a quick example using the Army-Navy Country Club as an example. Army-Navy Country Club has a public website area with, as you can see, many different features. Some of these features include the ability to make online payments using the Jonas system that they use, which is what Lake of the Woods uses also. Have online billing, the ability to set up tea times online, the ability to register for different events, like in this case the Valentine's Day dinner dance. Click to the information page, click to the reservation page, select the number of people that you want to attend, register for the event and receive a bill, and all the other amenities in much the same fashion in a members only area where you would then be able to log out of the system and return to the public page. So, having identified the problem and laid out the possibilities, my recommendation is pretty much threefold. First, develop an automation vision and priorities. That vision would include both the public and the private members only area of the website and the types of things that you would want to do in there, whether it be take a boat safety exam or register guests at the front gate or have online tea times. Establish that vision and those priorities through design. Design the public website and identify the priorities for automation for the community. That would be the first step. Concurrent with that, you would establish automation governance. Right now, it appears that the Communications Committee and some other committees, Ad Hoc Committee on Boat Safety, for example, have automation ideas. The General Manager has automation ideas, and the Board of Directors has automation ideas. But it is not clear who makes the decisions, how these decisions will be reached, and who will enforce them. So you need to establish that governance. Thirdly, identify and empower automation resources. I have proposed a variety of alternatives throughout the last year to capitalize on the volunteers within the community to actually execute the automation vision and priorities using the governance by getting together and offering to teach classes on how to maintain the website, how to upgrade it, and how to do all of this at a very, very low cost. So in implementing the recommendation, I propose you begin with the end in mind. Develop an automation vision and priorities. What do you want to do? Okay, I've given you a lot of examples in this short presentation in terms of how to break off the public from the private part of the website and establish identity management system. And then what does the design of the websites look like? What functions would it perform for us? What are the priorities? Who makes the decision on which priorities to pursue through establishing governance? And then again, identifying and empowering automation resources. By handing a vision and priorities and a governance process to a bunch of technologists, you will then be empowered to be able to accomplish this. By not doing these things, I don't see any way that you'll be able to automate it. In conclusion, the current board of directors, staff, and management and committee structure at Lake of the Woods does not possess the capabilities to perform automation today. It's just not possible. There's a reason it hasn't been done, and that reason is the past. The biggest contribution that this board of directors and management can make is to start tackling these three issues and lay the foundation so that whatever you don't get done this year will pass to the next board and the next board after that, so that we can begin the evolution and the migration to the 21st century. So in conclusion, I recommend that you develop an automation vision and priorities, establish automation governance, and identify and empower automation resources. If you require any additional assistance or information, I'd be happy to assist you. My name is John Stewart Edwards, and I'm a Lake of the Woods resident. Thank you very much.